Hey guys, welcome to my zerk tanking guide. Quick about me before we start. Since this patch is out, how long is it? 3 weeks. I've been only playing zerk tank. I got all these clears in Timescape hard as a tank. I got pretty much all these as a tank. I think maybe DPS once or twice, same for normal mode. And Timescape normal also, everything as tank. So yeah, pretty much main zerk tank this patch. Okay, well, let's go to the gear. I'm using a lucid weapon right now. Aggro gloves, of course. A zerk chest, what else? And well, I have schisma boots right now, so I have 3 set plus this one and loose belt. Doesn't actually matter what exactly you use. Zerk does fine with pretty much every gear as long as you have similar gear to your DPS. Like, you could still use the discovery eggs if you have one. Or just schisma eggs. I don't know how it's with fulminate eggs, but you can try, sure. Anyways, for the rolls on the eggs, I'm going for the 3% damage stats instead of behind aggro, of course. You can also get crit, attack speed, or maybe even cooldown. I don't know, cooldown rather as a 4th roll though, on VM weapon it is. So yeah, like I said, the 3 main ones are the 6% damage when attacking. Actually, let me open this way. The 6% damage when attacking, the enrage, of course, these are the most important ones. Then as 3rd, I would prefer the aggro damage. And last one, well, I have attack speed. I might reroll it for crit, I also might reroll it for cooldown reduction. I'm actually not sure about that yet. For the gloves, you can do very well with offense gloves. You don't actually need the defense gloves. They are better though. Like, I still have VM gloves from last patch, but I actually use the defense schisma gloves over them because it's just, I don't know, I got them and why not? Anyways, if you have discovery aggro gloves, they're just as good. You should prefer the schisma or discovery though over Wrath or Amid in case you have that, since it gives you more attack speed. And for the chest, the class roll you wanna get is Flatten. I actually had Thunder before on my discovery chest, I tanked with that as well. It's not too much of a difference, honestly. Like, if you still have an old chest, you don't actually need to get a new one. I just did it because I'm, like I said, only tanking, so what am I doing with thunder strike damage on my chest? And well, the other rolls, of course, enrage and frontal flat damage, if you can. I didn't get it, so I just went with the highest aggro. Then forgot the glove rolls actually. Of course, crit aggro and attack speed, like you always wanna go on tanking gloves. And well, boots just movement speed, endurance, and whatever you prefer, 3rd one. For etchings, of course, grounded on boots and chest. For the weapon, I tried with a keen etching, but I will actually swap it to an energetic etching now, since I miss out on cooldown reduction. You can, like I said, do energetic. You can also go with crit if you don't have too much attack speed. I have plus 31 right now without buffs. So yeah, if you're around that much, then you probably need energetic just for the cooldown reduction. But yeah, also have energetic on my gloves. Keep in mind that energetic 2, temporary, does not give cooldown reduction, only a permanent 2 and, well, 3 of course. Well, then let's go to the crystals, I guess. I'm using a carving, a focus, and 2 pounding right now. I actually figured that or I tested it a bit, and I noticed that pounding kind of does more than fret does. Like, I can't explain why, it just feels better. I did some maths on it, and it's really minor difference, so just go with whatever you prefer, I guess. You will notice I'm using keen versks. They're actually better than fret versks. And I recommend you going for a crit build as a zerk tank. Also have crit innerwear. I have crit rolled on my brooch. This is my usual brooch. I've double crit rolled on it. Also on the belt. The rings, of course, with crit and power, both of them. And, well, crit necklace with a power roll. And for earrings, I'm going with one double edge stock. Actually, the rings are double eye. Yeah, so for the set bonus. And yeah, like I said, the neck is a crit one for the free set with the earrings. Okay, I think I got that all covered now. Let's go to the glyphs, I guess. So, I'm gonna make a new glyph page, I guess. The essential ones. Let's scroll down here. Axe counter, additional aggro. That's the most important glyph ever for zerk tank. You also want to pick up the additional aggro on the punishing strike and the cooldown reduction on evasive roll. Also, flurry of blows, the duration is really important for zerk tank. It helps you block everything pretty much, it helps you keep aggro, it just helps with everything. Just keep in mind that it has a pretty long, how to say, animation lock kind of, similar to Deadly Gamble. Actually they reduced it on that one, but it still has a pretty long animation lock when you cast it, so don't cast it just in between two attacks of the boss. Actually make sure that you have enough time to do so. Okay, other than that, of course we do not want to glyph Cyclone because you can't even use it in defense stance. I like to pick up Flatten as well, I think it's pretty core as well. Besides that, I think I missed somewhere there. Anyways, let's pick up Thunder for now. You don't need to get it, but it's actually really good. Like, if you lose aggro, Thunder is a really nice spell to use. Also, if the boss just turns away from you, does secondaries, it's really nice, especially with a crit build. If you do not go for the crit build, I don't know why you would not, honestly, but still, if you do not do that, then you might want to spend those points somewhere else. Yeah, I can't really tell you where, since I think this is the best to pick up. But I guess you will find something, sure. Okay, anyways, then the increased power on the X block, that's really essential as well. Also the X counter damage. Okay, where's the rest? Here, aggro on Fiery Rage. And what else did I have? Oh yeah, Raise. You can use the speed casting for Thunderstrike. I prefer the increased casting speed on Raise itself though. You have one glyph point left with that, maybe you want to change something. Maybe you could take this out for Thunder actually. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Of course, this is... I did not do any extended testing about this. I'm only using these for dungeons, right? So, this is what I used all the time pretty much. I'm actually not sure if I changed something at some point. Yeah, I think I might have changed this around and also tried the cooldown reduction, but I like the casting speed most. Yeah. I'm gonna show you the grid so you can actually look at it properly. Anyways, yeah. I don't know, let's go to the spells, I guess. Unless I forgot something about the glyphs, but then you can still ask later on, right? Okay, so, first of all, the stance, intimidation. I heard it gives you 40% increased aggro generation, but I don't actually know. Like, I did not read it in the patch notes or anything. People just say so, pretty much. What it does is it reduces your crit factor by 18. Also, disables Cyclone and what the other one called, Lethal Strike. So the only charging spells you still have available are Thunder Strike and Vampiric Blow. It gives you mana replenishment, which is pretty strong. Actually, if you die in a fight, you don't even need to Charm Infuse because it's so strong. Other than that, it reduces the cooldown of Raise, Flatten and Fiery Rage. And yeah, that's it actually. It does quite a lot of things, right? Then let's go to... Actually, let's start up here. For the X block, they increase the amount which you block by 60% for defense stance. Also, if someone is standing right behind you, you can block for them, like a Lancer always did, for example. The block amount, of course, depends on your X. In my case, how much is it? Let me get the calculator out real quick. So right now my X is around 38k. With the tank stance active, 60%, like I said, it blocks almost 61k. That's pretty similar to a warrior, I think. Let me just check real quick. Here's the warrior ones. What are they? What are the new VM warrior weapons called? Here, Lucid. It blocks, yeah, it's the same amount, 60.8k. So, pretty nice. Zerk always had the problem that they blocked less, but now they fixed it. Yay. Okay. Anyways, next, Flatten. Like it says, it generates additional aggro in defense stance. Like I mentioned before, it also has half the cooldown. On the tooltip it says 8, right? And it goes to 4. So just halved, just like the raise. Then, yeah, actually you wanna spam Flatten as much as you can, pretty much. It's more or less the #1 spell for tank Zerk with the chest roll. Yeah. Then Fiery Rage is your shout. It draws quite some nice amount of aggro. It's really nice to use when you lost aggro. Often gives you back immediately. Also, when bosses do something where they take less damage. For example, Yana in Timescape, when he does the donut. She, I don't actually know. Anyways, when it does the donut, it takes reduced damage. The shout is really nice to use there since threat is still the same amount, just damage is lower. Then on to what do we have next? Well, I guess Raise. It also has more aggro, just like Flatten. It also has less cooldown. And yeah, like it says, activates faster following X, counter or punishing strike. That's the 2 new spells. Okay, let's go to evasive roll first. It shares cooldown with the evasive smash. Evasive smash is on the long cooldown though, so if I just... Oops, I'm on the wrong bar. So if I roll, evasive smash still has its cooldown of 10 seconds. You can use evasive smash in defense stance, but I don't see a reason why, honestly. Like, the roll is just so good. I glyphed it for cooldown, like I mentioned before. And it activates so fast. I don't know if that's my attack speed, or if it's just general like that, but I really like it. It's a really nice iframe. Zerk really needed that. Okay, so back to the glyphs. X counter. This is the best spell ever. It's so nice. It has such a huge amount of aggro. I actually tested it with a friend a while ago, and I don't actually know the aggro values of Lancer or Warrior, but it's by far the highest aggro spell which a zerk has. You want to use it whenever you can, which also means that you want to block as much as you can. It still has 5 seconds cooldown, but it's not like Lance's shield counter, which you can only use when you're still blocking. You can release the block. Actually, is there a mob over there? I saw one. Oops. I saw one earlier. Okay, I might just show you after, okay? That's what I'm here for anyways, at the BAMs. Okay, like I said, it does not... You do not need to keep blocking to activate it. You can just release block and just activate it when it comes off cooldown. Also, raise chains off it, and no, flatten actually doesn't, never mind me. Good, next one, punishing strike. It's the debuff that zerk has got. It does 3% per stack. It's a double activation, only the second one gives the debuff. Like I said, 3% per stack, stacks twice. But the sad thing, combative strike from the warrior actually overrides it, while it's 4.5 and this is 6 if you've stacked twice. So yeah, like I said, it's a double activation. If you block in between or use another spell, you cannot use the second hit of it. So you need to use it just right after each other. You can, of course, have a little break in between. But like I said, if you use anything else, then it does not go off after. I'll just tell you about the chain spells real quick, I guess. So, like we had before, raise chains of the X counter and punishing strike. So, it actually activates really fast. Can't really show you with the X counter right now. Also, flatten goes after raise, of course, like it always did, and after the punishing strike. So, you can just do this, or you wait for cooldown. You use raise into flatten. You of course can also still use staggering strike into flatten. It still works. Like, why should it not? Yeah, other than that, I don't know, was it actually? Okay, I'm gonna just show you quick on the BAM what I usually use as a rotation. Use a nostrum for that. So come here, BAM. Of course, you want to activate the flurry of blows. Then, after X count, I usually go for raise and flatten as long as the boss doesn't do another attack, and just repeat that whenever. It's such short cooldowns. That's just my main combo. Don't forget to put punishing strike in to get the debuff stack on. Endurance debuff I meant. And yeah. Oh, that was the pro. I was like, since when does raise actually stun it? But yeah, that was just my VM proc. But yeah, I don't know, that might have been a little fast. But it's quite simple actually. You can pretty much just spacebar it. Like if you auto attack, never mind spacebar, too slow. That's actually something I do a lot as well. Not jumping, not spacebarring, but actually auto attack to speed up the race cast. Makes quite some difference, and you get some extra damage in. Also, auto attack actually has an increased aggro mod as well. It's not much. It used to be 4%. I don't know if they increased it, but it still makes something, right? It's always getting as many attacks in as you can. In between the blocks, I mean, and yeah, auto attack raise combo helps with that. Other than that, I don't know, I can't think of anything else. I think it's pretty much done, right? Oh, I forgot to mention, the Unchained Anger actually, it heals if you're in defense stance. Let me just leech some life real quick. There you go. And almost 10k heal. It has 1 minute cooldown. It's pretty weak in my opinion. It can crit though, and then you heal for 50% more. But it's still not amazing. It's something for if you have your pots on cooldown and the healer is dead or something. Or you're just away from the healer and you just want to heal up quick because you're at half HP, something like that. I don't know, it's a pretty useless spell, honestly. Okay, anyways. Is there anything else I forgot? No, that was it. That was everything. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope to... Oh yeah, I totally forgot to mention, some of you might not actually know me. I'm streaming every day. I'm streaming, yeah, like I said before, mostly Zerk Tank, almost only actually. We are going Tears hard mode every day, and Akron's hard mode sometimes. I don't know, it's a boring dungeon. Anyways, tune in on my stream if you wanna see some Zerk tanking. I will leave the link in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you on my stream, and feel free to ask questions there and stuff as well. Yeah, see you, bye bye.